All right, why don't you go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm not really sure where to start, but in middle school I was always picked on. I was very insecure. I had a lot of acne, so kids would make fun of me. I wanted to commit suicide because I didn't really have any purpose. My family ended up moving to this neighborhood that was kind of rough, and I guess that's when my life really took a turn for the worst. In middle school, I would just take the kids picking on me and everything, but then when we moved into that neighborhood and I got into high school, I stopped taking things from people and began to act out violence. I started hanging out with a lot of people that were in gangs. My friends sometimes would go to fights with machetes. I've seen drive-bys, and it's nothing like the movies. You can't shake the things that you've seen. You can't shake the thoughts that you I would steal all the time. I didn't have much money at that moment, so I would steal food from people. I would steal phones and iPods and bracelets, wallets, anything that I could get my hands on. I would use drugs to escape the things that I was seeing, just to get into another world. I guess I just felt like there was a hole in my heart. One thing that people knew about me was that I rapped. This leader came up to me one day and he was saying that I could rap for this thing called fine arts. I went into it just expecting to rap, and I noticed the culture was so different. They were genuinely seeking out God. For me, it was just a Sunday thing. I thought everyone just worshiped him on Sunday, and then every other day they were out doing their own things. I wanted that. I saw their genuine happiness and joy. I realized at that moment that I didn't have Jesus. I really had to choose a side. It was gonna be either Jesus or the world. They don't coexist. I remember just really seeking him out and saying, God, if you're real, let me feel your presence right now. And I remember feeling his presence come over me, and I just felt such joy and peace that I had never felt before. It was like all of my past had just been lifted off of me, and now my life is completely changed. I'm married now. I have a baby on the way due in July. I'm in full-time ministry. My wife is in full-time ministry. I know things wouldn't have been that way. Things would have been completely opposite if I had not chosen to accept Jesus Christ into my life that day. When I think about it, I'm like, I did horrible things. It still can hurt at times when I think about those things, but I know that that's not my life, that's not me. And like, God has forgiven me for those things. I can talk to people that have experienced like traumas like that in their past, or that are currently going through it, or my friends back then, and they're still dealing with that life. I would say it's possible for everyone's life to be turned around. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you're currently going through, God can change everything around.